Okay, let's prove that cosecant x over 2 cosine x is equal to cosecant 2x. Alright, a recommendation I want to make here, just while you're attempting proofs, is to consider using the more complicated side and manipulate that side to try to end up with something that looks like the simpler side. The thing with proofs is there's no real hard and fast rule for the best way to tackle that proof, other than experimentation. But sometimes it's better to start with what looks more complicated and try to simplify it rather than trying to take something simple and complicate it. So that's what I'm going to do here in this proof. I'm going to start on the left hand side and I'm going to manipulate it so that it eventually looks like the right hand side. Okay? So in starting my proof, I'm going to say left hand side equals what it is. So cosecant x over 2 cosine x. From here, I'm going to use the identity for cosecant x. That is, cosecant x equals 1 over sine x. Alright, so I'm just going to replace cosecant x with 1 over sine x. Okay, so I'll do that replacement in red so you can see what I did. 1 over sine x, that's just me replacing cosecant x with sine x. And all of that was over 2 cosine x. Okay, my next step here is I'm going to divide these two fractions. I've got a fraction up here, and technically I've got a fraction down here. It just doesn't look like it yet. But if I put it over 1, now it's a fraction. The value hasn't changed. If I divide by 1, the value doesn't change. But it does allow me to make this a little bit simpler. So the rule with dividing fractions is you flip over the second term you're dividing, and then you multiply those two things together. So I'm going to write 1 over sine x, that's the top of my fraction. And then I'm going to write the reciprocal of the denominator, meaning I'm just going to flip this bottom term over, so the bottom becomes the top and the top becomes the bottom. And then I'm going to multiply, so that's 1 over sine x times 1 over 2 cosine x. Okay, and then I'm going to multiply those two terms together, giving me 1 over 2 sine x cosine x. And now maybe you can see a little bit of the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm going to use the identity that sine 2x is equal to 2 cosine x sine x. Let me just move that over a little bit. 2 cosine x sine x. So I'm going to replace this whole term with 2 sine x. Sorry, sine 2x. Okay, so I'll do that in red so you can see what I did. So 1 over sine 2x. Okay, and now according to the cosecant identity that I used before, where cosecant x was equal to 1 over sine x, well, that would be true also for cosecant 2x, right? Technically, I'll do it in blue. Technically, cosecant 2x is equal to 1 over sine 2x. Okay, so then this would equal, I'll do it in blue, cosecant 2x, and you'll remember from our beginning here, the thing that we were trying to prove, that's the right hand side, right? So we've arrived at the right hand side, so I just state that, equals right hand side, and we're done our proof.